So we're here in the kitchen, and this is the keyboard that we bought. It didn't have a real lot of keys, right? I mean, so you take the screws out, and then you pop these springs off, and you pull the keys up, and then show them the doohickey. This thing, these are the contact pads. So there's little guys here, a skinny one and a fat one, and you pull these up, and then you clean them. We did kind of an exclusive cleaning process, which was it was 90 rubbing alcohol, or isopropyl alcohol, excuse me, 90 iso, and then naphtha.
You can't do it with a camera in your hand.
And yeah, I can't do it when you keep moving the whole ribbon around. Then I use this stuff called chlorine, which is like a spray-on bleach cleaner, or like a kitchen cleanser. And then kind of bulk cleaned the whole thing, and then soap and water after that. I mean, I probably should have done it the reverse way. Like, first do the soap, and then do the alcohol and the naphtha. But they're clean. They're going back in, and then we have to quickly try to getting this ribbon in there is kind of a pain. There's fatties and then skinnies, and like I'll try to get a skinny one in here. Oh, it just punctured. It helps if the one next to it is lined up. Oh, I just had it. Yeah, this is the kind of thing you really need two hands to do. And it's got to be straight on both sides. Here, honey, do this, okay? Do you see what you're doing? You're moving the whole thing. So why don't you just go ahead and do a row if you're going to move it.
I'm going to do my half, and you
because what I was doing is I was setting them up on the ends. Okay? So can you set this up here? And then it's straight. It's not crooked. I would do one on each end and then proceed to do the rest. You kind of pop them all in so they're straight. So you go down it and just pop them and start them in the holes, and then work your way down. And using this pick tool, but trying not to puncture, is how you do it. And then the keys get popped in here. We got to slide these keys in here. Now there's little like washer guys with some kind of grease on it in here, and I ran some brushes. We used a wire brush on these two like cottony strips, and then that removed a lot of the debris. And of course, using these makeup brushes, I love these makeup brushes. I don't use them for makeup, but I use them for cleaning. And every once in a while, believe it or not, you do have to clean these, Gonti. I don't know if you were aware of that. Wow, this thing's all munged up. So yeah, we're going to be playing with this keyboard. We're supposed to have stroganoff for dinner tonight. And it's already like coming up on 2, so we got to try to get this on out of here. So I'll talk to you guys later. And this keyboard was, it was like $7 or $8. And then the Windows 10 didn't like the driver. It was a Windows 8 driver. And I went into the .inf file and used the text editor and changed some code. And then we had to tell the computer to accept digitally signed drivers, which was a like advanced startup command, which I'd never done in Windows 10. So we figured out how to do that, and the trick with that, you had to hold down the shift key and hit restart. Now it was an emblem on the screen that said restart that was on a hidden screen a couple menus in. It wasn't the restart key, so we were kind of it just threw us, and we were arguing about that, but we figured it out. And then I'm not getting any MIDI, and then it turns out that literally this keyboard is a bad design, and all of the keys will fail transmitting MIDI. So I took one of the upper keys. If you hit the edit button and then you hit this system key, which is a real high noted keyboard, it's labeled system for its alt. So I did that, and it wasn't changing, and I'm like, well, this would make sense that the keys are dirty because I read about it, and that is supposed to change it into another mode on the digital display. So I did that again, but this time I rammed that key and I played that high note, and sure enough it came on and it changed the display. It said SOL or something, whatever, SO9 I think. And then that let me know that, hey, there's nothing wrong, because I kept laughing to Donna and saying the driver's installed, but it's not sending MIDI. And like when I would move the joystick, I saw that it was sending MIDI. I have a program, a soft synth called Podolsky, and it's a Yuhi Podolsky. And it's got a little eyelid on there. When it's getting MIDI messages, it'll blink. But boy, that was really a shocking surprise. That not only did Peter rob from the Pope to pay the priest or whatever, however that goes, this keyboard was messed up. Anyway, you guys, we'll talk to you soon. Stay warm and hug your pets.